Hello everyone. First, apologies for the mix-up with videos yesterday. I uploaded the wrong video, so it went out twice. Now this video is completely different, and it was shared by the Freedom for Russia Legion. This shows a Russian tank in Kozinka, Belgorod, targeting Freedom for Russia Legion positions and destroying houses. I thought this video worth a look, as it shows us that, despite Russia's claims, the Freedom for Russia Legion are still in Kozinka. And it also shows us whereabouts in Kozinka the bulk of this action is taking place. Now, I don't know if these buildings that were hit actually were positions occupied by Freedom for Russia Legion forces, or if merely Russia thought they were. I actually think it's the latter, as Freedom for Russia Legion shared this video and labelled it as being a Russian tank destroying Russian homes. So I don't think Freedom for Russia Legion forces were inside at the time. But you can see in the video clip that two buildings were hit and destroyed by the tank. With footage like this, as well as the shelling of Belgorod, I think it's safe to say that the war has definitely entered Russia itself. So, let's check out where this was. So the location doesn't show us too much gains. You can see that this is extremely close to the border with Ukraine, with a Russian tank advancing as shown by the red arrow here. The two buildings destroyed by it are shown by the markers. Zoomed out, you can see that this is here, the northwestern edge of Kozinka, not the centre. So this settlement is definitely not captured by Freedom for Russia Legion forces, as Russia can still send a tank through it to hit potential positions. But with this being the outskirts, it doesn't tell us if there's a Freedom for Russia Legion position in the centre of Kozinka or not. Kozinka, you may remember, is where two helicopters made a landing to drop Freedom for Russia Legion forces off a couple of days ago. But we don't know where in Kozinka that landing actually took place. Now, this isn't the only video I have for you today. This video playing now is what's reported as being the ambush of the commander of the engineering and technical platoon of Russia's 245th Motorized Rifle Brigade. The video shows the pickup launch something, I'm not sure what, and then it drives off at speed where it's then hit by a projectile which forces it to halt. Afterwards, the Freedom for Russia Legion forces report that they captured the occupants, which includes the commander of the engineering and technical platoon. Checking the screenshot on screen here, I can't tell what exactly is in the back of the pickup. Remember, we saw something being fired from it earlier in the video. I wonder if it's a type of grenade launcher perhaps. So where was this? Well, it was here. The exact same street. The pickup moving like so before being hit and eventually halted. So what happened first, the tank or the pickup? Let's check a screenshot and see. So it's a very easy one. No need to look more in depth at this because the burnt out pickup is actually visible on the video of the tank. So Ukraine captured the commander of the engineering platoon and then the tank came along afterwards. So was this an attempted rescue? I don't think so, unless Russia just wanted to rescue him in pieces after being hit by a tank round. I think this was just Russia knowing or suspecting that Freedom for Russia Legion troops were in this area and clearing the possible buildings where they might be from. It could even be that one of these buildings is where the projectile that hit the pickup was fired from, and that's why Russia targeted it. We checked this a few moments ago, but just as a quick reminder, this is again here, the outskirts of Kozinka, not in the centre. We don't know if the Freedom for Russia Legion has a presence in central Kozinka or not yet. Now I do have another video for you, which I'll play in a moment. First of all, let's check it on deep states. So, we have 5 crossing points seen, 4 in Belgorod region, 1 in Tyotkino, which is in Kursk. Now, I personally don't think these are, despite claims, intended to make a big push into Belgorod and secure and hold towns and that sort of thing. There just aren't enough forces committed. I think this is to, 1, embarrass Putin during the elections by bringing the war to Russia's doorstep. I don't think the timing is a coincidence at all. Then, this also forces Russia to commit forces to deal with these incursions. Every soldier and vehicle guarding the border regions from potential incursions is a soldier or vehicle, not ending up in Avdiivka or Bakhmut or Kremina and key areas like that. And Russia can't just ignore the presence here. Though there aren't huge forces committed here, if Russia doesn't defend this area, then Freedom for Russia Legion forces could advance further and capture more towns and territory. But we are going to have to wait and see. I could be wrong, and this actually is a genuine attempt to hold these settlements and push further, with more forces intended to be committed in the future. Now, yesterday I put a video online which was intended to be about Belgorod, but I uploaded the wrong video and titled it wrong. So, I'm sorry for that mistake. I'm going to attach a video here. It's definitely worth a look. It's the geolocation of a rocket that hit Belgorod, which Russia claims was from Ukraine, but it actually shows that it came from Russia. Hello everyone, a short video here, but worth a look, as it seems to show evidence that Russia's own munitions are falling on Belgorod. Now, some of you may have seen this clip from earlier today, showing a supposed Ukrainian rocket landing on a car and destroying it. However, not all is as it appears. Let's check some screenshots first. Doesn't this look suspicious? Almost as if it's a charged explosive placed under the car, about to detonate. Well, actually, that fooled me as well. Now watch the front of the car slowly between screenshots here. It does get damaged between the before and when the sparks appear. See, the light of the car sort of crumples, so something hit it. Now, I have no idea what exactly this is, but it's something small. Certainly not the rocket from a Vampire MLRS system that Russia claim. Much too small. Now, this is hard to tell because of the obnoxious watermark that Telegram pages insist on using, but you can see a black vapour trail, very faint, where the munition came from. So it looked to drop quite vertically down, but with a slight loop like so. If we had the geolocation, we could possibly see which direction it came from. Luckily for you, we do have the geolocation. First though, another photo of the area afterwards, so we can get a bit more orientated. So this was geolocated by Yuri C. Rama on Twitter. So these cars were parked up here, in the middle of these apartment buildings. Now, Yuri says it came from the north, but the trajectory and the way it hit the car, if that's indeed what that faint vapour trail which you can see is, I think it looks to have come from a slightly northwestern approach, actually appearing to drop almost straight down, with a faint loop at the end. But it certainly didn't come from the south, which is the only way where a vampire could potentially reach Belgorod. Heading east, it's over 80 kilometres to the border, so we're talking HIMARS type ranges here, well beyond the range of a vampire. And heading north, of course, Russia. So this munition came from Russia. Now the munition type, I've no idea. It's small, whatever it is. Too small to be a grad rocket, and there is a slight delay between the impact and detonation, not to mention the very odd sparks at the front before it detonated. All I can think of is some sort of small type of anti-air munition that misfired. Or could it be a mortar? But I always thought a mortar would detonate on impact rather than that small delay. So let me know your thoughts in the description what this is. Thanks so much for watching, and take care everybody.